the obvious thing is that like trans people challenge gendered ideologies. It's a challenge to the idea of a gender that is really one's nature, destiny, and essence as a reproductive thing, right? This reproductive imperative that says, you know, gender is about whether you're going to be a dad or a mom. And a dad or a mom is dictated by whether the baby pops out of you or whether the baby is created by your sperm, right? And so from the kind of Republican conservative mindset and the UCP mindset, if gender is just a feeling, and that's how they kind of see trans philosophy, which, I mean, it's more complicated than that, but whatever. But if gender is just a feeling, as they put it, how can we say that women's purpose is to bear and raise children, right? And if people can mess with their reproductive organs, then how can reproduction be the pinnacle of existence? This challenges the symbolism. This challenges the ideology. The standards of gender that we impose upon people, be they in terms of social stuff or in terms of bodies and things like that, will never actually satisfy anybody. They always suck for somebody because nobody is ever cis enough, nobody is ever straight enough. That's not a thing because it's supposed to be an unattainable standard, because how gender ideology, and I don't mean like what they call trans people, but I mean like the actual like the system of gender and ideology that operates within society is predicated on mutual enforcement, is predicated on people policing each other. And how do you get people to police each other? By making them insecure. And so there is a reality, and I see it a lot in my next book, you know, which based on my doctorate, I looked a lot about like court cases about parents of trans kids. And one thing that recurs is like dads being insecure about their own gender and their kids' transition sparking that. And it's not that any of them are like trans or want to transition or anything like that, but it's just that like none of them are actually masculine enough for the standards of society tells them they should meet. Their kid confronts them to that reality, and that challenges them. And so in that sense, trans liberation does also mean liberating everybody from those insecurities, right? Once we attain trans liberation, if we ever do, hopefully, it will also mean like liberating people from the gender police in their head. And, you know, if ACAB, also gender police.